Hi, I'm Kristen Denny Chambers. This is part 2 of the 2020 Oklahoma Round 2 B-flat clarinet audition music, page 36, C-sharp minor etude. We will be beginning at measure 21 and going all the way to the fermata in measure 38. So if you missed part 1, go back and find that video, and this is the second part of the music. So let's take a look at that section of the music. As you can see, starting at 21, we have much more rhythmic activity. So when you see these 30-second notes, stay calm because we still are in 3 where the 8th note gets the beat. So 30-second notes should essentially feel like 16th notes in a normal meter, like 3/4 or 4/4 time. The big thing we need to look out for is this B major scale at the end of measure 26. So here we have 64th notes. So the B major scale is something you'll want to warm up with on a daily basis so that you are very flexible and confident with that scale. And that way you can speed up, slow down, and feel really good about that measure and getting into that section. Other things to see are some fingering ideas. So here at 21, we definitely want to use our right side B because we have a G sharp coming next. You can use your right hand down in this section. Other fingering considerations to make are in measure 23. When you have these Bs that are isolated, choose either the right or the left side for B. There's really no room for a pinky B in this area when there are no C naturals in sight. This will help you get a better and cleaner connection. As long as you land on your right side over here for that B major scale, you should be good. And then over here in measure 29, just a little reminder, right side for D sharp, left side for C sharp. In this next measure, your high A sharp here and in measure 34, you can play that with the 1/1 fingering. So that is literally the first finger of the top and the first finger of the bottom with the register key. And that helps you to play a little bit cleaner. Over in measure 32, this is unmarked. However, you might really think about what C-sharp fingering you're going to be able to play that's the cleanest. I prefer the right side. I make a better connection with the right side, but you might do better with left. So just make sure you make a decision there. And then over here in measure 36, I've marked left B and then getting into that right D sharp. It could surprise you if you accidentally play a pinky B or a B on the right and then, oh no, here comes a D sharp. So make sure you're planning ahead there. And then this trill and getting out of this trill, as long as you land on the left side and trill, you're going to hold the left and trill with your right D sharp or E flat key. And then you need to land on the right B, furthest one down and farthest away. And then left C sharp, right D sharp, left B, right C natural, because B sharp is the same as C natural. So that's a little bit of a pinky aerobics area, I like to call it. So be ready. Make sure you start that trill on the left side and you'll be okay. Other things to notice are there's some interesting accidentals in this section. We have more B sharps like in measure 28. So that's the same as C natural. And then later we have a C sharp. So make sure when you see that B sharp, you kind of think, okay, B sharp is different than C, because when we do see a C, we want to make sure we play C sharp. You also have F double sharp, which is really just a G natural. Over here you have a C double sharp, which is really just a D natural. Another one over here. So there's some funny accidentals, but they're totally manageable. Just think through them. Think about your chromatic scale. It will help you find those easily. One thing I forgot to do on this page is write in additional breath marks. So I'll do that really quick. Up here in measure 22, you can take a breath in between those 2 eighth notes. That works out nicely. And then I would take a breath in 24 at the end of this phrase because I would avoid a breath in this spot. So I'll say in B for no breath. We have this very dramatic crescendo leading to this climactic moment. So a breath could really kill that. So stretch out that G sharp a little bit, and you could also do a slight retard on that B major scale because you're at the end of a phrase. You'll get a nice big breath at the beginning of this next phrase. So obviously you'll breathe here on this 8th rest. And then you can grab a breath in between this G sharp and G natural in measure 31. And if you need another one, you could grab another one here at the end of measure 33. Then of course you can get a quick breath here on this rest. And then when you get to the fermata, you can make this decision if you want to breathe here and let this beginning part of this next section be its own thing, or you can breathe before that B sharp and make that as something that connects to the next part of the music. It's really up to you. As long as you observe the fermata and you're doing what else is on the page, it's up to your interpretation to do what you want to do there. Okay, I think I've covered it all. I'm going to play a version with the metronome and play without the metronome so you can hear both. Okay, now I'll play it again without the metronome, and I'm going to insert a little bit of flexibility here and there to show you some ideas that you can do. And use your own imagination. I bet you can come up with some other ideas that are equally musical. As long as you're really committed to them and it's really obvious what you're doing, it should come across nicely. Here we go. Okay, that's 2 down and 1 section to go. Join me in the part 3 video and we'll wrap up this etude. Thank you.